What's up, peoples? Alyork Sports, live from Silverton Casino. We're going to educate you guys tonight on what's hedging, what's hedging in sports, in play, live play, whatever you want to call it. I got a guy right here, specialist. I actually named him Hedge because he's so good in what he does that I'm going to bring him on the Alyork Sports Show so he can educate my audience to the best of his abilities. So let me bring in Hedge real quick, and he's going to introduce himself.
Hello, everybody. This is Nick here, a.k.a. Hedge. Our man Al gave me the name. We met here at the Silverton, and I think the basis of hedging is, the first thing you want to think of is you want to try to make a profit. Right. So if you take a game, let's say you take an NFL game and you got a plus 300 at the beginning. Let's just say you take the Colts plus 300.
On the money line.
On the money line.
Man, let them know what that means, yeah.
On the money line, you got plus 300 on the Colts. Let's say they're playing the Eagles. They start up. The Colts start off good. They go up, 14 points.
Look at them. Talk to them.
This actually happened this year. Colts go up on the Eagles. In the fourth quarter, the Eagles were plus 500.
On the money line.
On the money line. So at this point, I had Colts plus 300, and I could easily hedge out, which I did. I took the Eagles plus 500. So you can see you got that spread right there. You got an automatic profit. That's the ideal situation.
Okay, let me talk to them what that means. So basically what he's saying is one game. In the beginning of the game, he had the Colts at plus 300. As the game played and went to the fourth quarter, the Colts took the lead. So now he got Eagles at plus 500. So now he's in a win-win situation where he can't lose. He got two pluses, and whoever wins, he's going to win one side, lose one side, but the plus money is so delicious that he's going to eat regardless. And let me explain to them another way of hedging. Let's say, to make it real simple for you guys, let's say you got a three-teamer, right? What I like to tell people to do in parlays is always make one game, like the last game, a night game, or the next day. I'm explaining to you why. It gives you the ability to hedge out. Let me explain what that means again. Let's say you got a three-teamer. Let's say you got the Eagles versus the Cowboys. They win, the Eagles. Then at the afternoon game, you got Kansas City versus the Chargers. Kansas City wins. So now you got one leg left, which is the last part of the parlay. You got a night game or a tomorrow game. Now what you do, you crush the numbers. Let's say you put 100 to win 600. Now you have the ability 9 times out of 10. The reason why I say 9 times out of 10, it depends what spread you got on the last game. So let's say, for example, you got a -3, -2. Now you can take the other side with half your so-called profit that you're going to win from your actual parlay, and you can just crush the numbers where if either team win, you're going to win 300 no matter what, or 200 no matter what. It depends how you crush the numbers. That's called hedging. Nothing wrong with hedging. One time a guy named Vegas Dave said that he never hedges. That's the dumbest shit I heard in the world. That's just like I got a future bet right now, the San Francisco 49ers. If they make it to the Super Bowl, I get 18 to 1, right? They have to win though. Now I'm hoping to get a decent line so I can hedge the other way, because you don't want to lose both ways. What you could do is let the game play, and then you look for the line that you need, then you hedge out. Boom. So if I got 100 to win 1,800, I'm trying to win 800-900 no matter what, and fold my legs. So his part of hedging is live in the game. My part of hedging would be if you got a parlay 2-teamer, 3-teamer, whatever it is with the last leg. Like I said, always put the last leg the next day or the night so you have the ability to hedge. Any last words on hedging? Then we're going to go to in play and live play.
I think the number one thing on hedging is to make sure you're going to turn a profit. You don't want to hedge. You don't want to hedge. Some people will hedge to break even. I like to hedge to guarantee a profit.
Right at them, baby.
Right?
There you go, right there.
So you want to make sure you're gonna make a profit on that hedge. I don't like to hedge and just cover my bet.
Right.
Right? I want to have that 3-team parlay that pays 600, and I want to get to that last game, and I want to put 200 at least on that last game. So I'm going to profit 100. I got 100 guaranteed. Right? Even if my parlay,
300, yeah.
Right. Either I'm going to win exactly. Actually, it'll be 400 profit if the parlay hits, and then 100 profit if the parlay loses.
But you set yourself up not to lose.
Set yourself up not to lose. And this was, you know, I mean, in New York, in the Wall Street, this is a common thing they do on Wall Street. They hedge their bets, they hedge their stocks. People who say they don't hedge, the financial system hedges all the time.
Yeah.
So if you're into money, you hedge.
Yeah. And like I said, this is from smart bettors, guys who gamble, the guys that make profits at the end of the year. You got guys that don't hedge, that's on them. They don't want to. Let me tell you something. If I got a chance to win 1,800 or win 900 no matter what, I'm going to fold my legs. I'm going to show you. And I'm going to watch the game smiling because I'm going to win 900 no matter what. No matter what. I'd rather get the 900 guaranteed or 8 and change than try to go for the gusto, go for the 1,800 or go for zero. Not doing that. Now we're going to go into live play and in play. Talk to them. Real close.
Let's see. Well, live in play hedging is probably the best.
Not hedging.
Oh,
just live
in play. Okay.
Yeah, just live in play.
Live in play is, you know, I think it's a newer thing, although it's been around, I've heard, for a while. But for here in Vegas, the last 5 years, it's been a pretty big thing.
Yes.
So the in play, when I like an in play, I like the over unders a lot. When a under, let's say a game is set at 42. When that game starts going under, there's a good chance it goes way under. Right? They don't all go way under, but I'll take 4 or 5 bets. 42 pregame, live starts, it go right down to 40. I'll hit the 40. It'll go down to 39 and a half. I'll hit the 39 and a half.
He ain't lying. I've seen him do it multiple times.
And then, you know, at some point, when it starts getting into the 20s, let's say, I even like that 20 bet because to me, they're baiting for that guy to come take the over. It looks like good value. This year it's been a little bit tighter than the previous years, but there was, in the past, that thing would just keep going. They don't let one of them over bets cash.
Right.
So I think that's I like that aspect of the live betting because let's say you put 100 on the 42 under, and you realize when that game starts, it's moving slow. You want more on that under than just that original bet. So that's why I really like the live in play.
Yeah, and another thing about the live in play, as you continue to do this as a living, the numbers talk to you. Now, it might be a little difficult for y'all to understand. We know when the numbers are talking to us. Are we right all the time? No. But for example, they got a total opening up, let's say, at 53 and a half. Team immediately scored, let's say, 5 plays, touchdown. It moves to 50, 55. Why did it just move 2 points if that team already steamboated 7? You would expect a 52 and a half to jump at least to 58, 57-ish. When we see that shit jump 2, that's talking of us. That's telling us that game is going under. It's difficult for y'all to understand. I don't expect y'all to understand, but this is the beauty about live betting. Another thing about live betting, let's say you like the Jets at -3, but you don't like them enough to lay it. You don't want to lay the money line. You let the game start. Now, let's say the Dolphins kick a field goal. Now the Jets are down 3. Now you can get the money line on that game just to win at even money. That's when you make that bet. Now you don't got to deal with the 3. You're down 3. Okay, it's okay. You're down 3 in the game, but you like the Jets to win by 3. So you got the line you want at the price that you want because of live betting. I mean, live betting can take you under if you don't know what you're doing. That's why I highly recommend people don't jump in the water if you don't know how to swim, because you're going to drown. And I seen motherfuckers out here drown. It's real spill. But this guy right here, when I tell you my man Hedge is one of the best, I'm not lying to you. This guy got an instant for this shit. Just like I got an instant to talk sports, I got an instant for teasers, I got an instant for everything about sport. This motherfucker knows when to jump in on a game. I never seen a guy that's so skillful in this one area ever till I met my man, and that's real spill. And we broke down hedges, live betting. I'm gonna let my man close it up with the last saying, and then I'm gonna shut it down for the night. Yeah.
You know, I think one last point on the live betting is I really like to look for, especially in the college basketball, a home team that is favored, that goes down in the first half. That is usually a very good live bet on the money line for them to come back and win that game.
Especially when the money is against them.
Exactly. And a lot of times,
meaning, you know, the bets, a lot of bets on the other side.
Public's on the other side.
Yeah, so you got to explain that to them so they can understand. Right. I don't want them to think it's any game.
Right. You know, I think one good key to look at too is you know, you could look at the betting percentages on one of the websites. There's several out there. One of the things I like to look at is, let's say a number 10 college basketball team is down in the first half. They're down, let's say they're down by 15. And that live line only has that dog favored, let's say -150.
Money line.
Money line. -150 on the money line. And the favorite, who's down by 15 points, is now +120. That's the bet I love.
Yeah.
Because that tells us...
They're telling you.
That's when I say the book is showing us their hand. They're scared of that dog bet on the live line. That's why it's so short. It doesn't win every time. I'd say 8 out of 10, you're going to hit that bet.
Yes, you are.
So I think that's probably my biggest tip for the live betting. Look for that favorite that goes down, and then look at that spread to see if they haven't moved it very much. That's a good key. That's a good key to get in.
Yeah, and this is why I tell y'all, the numbers talk to y'all. But you have to be doing this for a while. I'm not going to say that anybody could do this. No, this is years of, doing this. Years of going through losses, hell, whatever. There's a lot of you guys that tune into my show that have been doing this for years. So y'all understand what I'm talking about. And the ones that are a little confused, just try to get educated and just keep trying to learn what we put out, because I'm living this. Just like when that warrior comes out of prison and he did 20 years and he lived in the yard and he went through all the fucking tug of wars, the trenches, all of that. That's how I feel. I'm in this industry. It's nothing I haven't went through in this industry, nothing I haven't accomplished in this industry. And I met the best of the best, man. I'm dealing with what you call the ground zero motherfuckers. Not the Vegas Daves and all these guys that, that make money off marketing and then try to make you think they them dudes. No. I'm dealing with some heavy grinders. Guys that know this shit. Kind of like the hip-hop cats that be in them nightclubs that are not signed, that got all the talent in the world. Those are the guys I'm dealing with, and I handpick all my guys. And Hedge is gonna be the next one I bring on my set. I'm gonna bring them in slowly, like I do all my peoples on my show. And like I said, we're gonna continue to educate. Just continue to follow, subscribe, let the peoples know. Don't be scared to share my shit. I promise you, you're not gonna get punished. You're not gonna get beat up. I promise you. Sharing is caring, man. That's what my nephew told me a lot of years ago. I'm not gonna tell you over what matter, but he told me, Al, sharing is caring. And with that, my man Hedge, say peace to them.
Peace, guys. Thank you very much, and keep up with Big Al here.
My man. And like I said, I'm gonna bring nobody but the best to y'all. And I'll watch this dude. This ain't no flagoozy shit. This motherfucker here is no joke when these games are on, him pressing them buttons. He's teaching me how to improve my skill set. And with that, thank you guys. Live betting, hedging, just educated y'all on the Alyork Sports Show, live from Silverton. Let me shout out my man Sam I Am, the one that run the book. Shout out to everybody in the sports industry. Love y'all.